Good morning. What's everybody up to this morning? Alright. We're going to try something a little different today. I'm going to revert. We're going to revert back and play Blitz challenges 5+3. I used to do 7+3 as well as 5+3, and then I swore off any kind of Blitz. But I think we're going to renege on that and just play some 5+3 once a week to try to keep the quick reflexes. Just for Fridays, we'll make it 5+3 Blitz. So if you'd like to challenge me to 5+3 casual. We get board games against new players, open challenges, not just subscribers. And this is the way we used to do it. So I'm reverting from my swear to just play rapid, but it's almost rapid. I like the time control. It's okay. 5+3 is okay as long as I don't dilly-dally and talk too much. Alright, learn. Puzzle. I love king and pawning games. Did I tell you guys that? Wow, this looks like I don't know, it's strangely familiar to me. So a5 freezes the queen side, giving us better king on the other side. So it looks like we're winning. I mean, I would say a5, king e6, f4, black is in Zugzwang. Pretty straightforward. If we don't play a5, let's say we played f4 instead or something else, then would black be able to mobilize that queenside majority somehow? Well, eventually he could play b6, king d6, and then c5. So my guess is a5 and black is in total Zugzwang. The superior king position is that's impossible. We're down a pawn here. There's no way. The white is just winning by force down a pawn. That's unbelievable. But white's like not really down a pawn. So here's a problem now. I would think there'd be multiple wins here. I mean, king f6 or f4. What's the possible issue here? Because they both look good. I mean, king f6, they can't both win, or else it wouldn't be a puzzle. Why is one of these moves not good? Black's take over here, try to play b6. If I play king f6, he has king e8. I just can't see how that would matter. The point is we're playing like f4, f5. King f6, king c7, king f7, b6. King g6, takes. We're awfully fast, man. I mean, king f6. Is there some weird attempt by black to play like c5, b takes c, king c6, king b5, and king takes a5? That's so slow. Why? What could possibly go wrong with king f6? King f6, king e8, f4, king f8, f5, pawn takes f5, king takes f5. I mean, we have to be winning there, don't we? King g7, king g5, f6 check, king h5, outside pass pawn. Come on, bro. Everything's winning. This has to be winning. So it is king f6. Wonder what could possibly have been wrong with f4, though. I mean, f4, king e7. If you go back to that position, here, f4. What can black do? Like king e6. Timo d4-2-2. Good. I don't understand how there can be two solutions here. Anyways, there's still a possibility this could go wrong. If I play king f7, g5, so I feel like I should play f4 first. f4 first, b6. King takes f7. Take, c5. Black's pretty fast there. King f7, b6, king g6, take, c5. King g5, I'm in the square. c4, king f4. That would be a draw. Now this is complicated. Oh man. I mean, I guess the move is king f7, but I'm tempted to play f4 again. f4 would get in the way of my king retreating back in some lines. So I guess I'll do king f7. Wow. B what? Oh. This is a funny move, b5. I didn't consider this. Now he wants to play c5. And if my king is not in the square of the pawns, I would lose. So king g5, king g6, c5. King g6, c5. Obviously b takes, c queens. It doesn't matter though, does it? Okay, I'm having some issues with this position. King e6, c5, king takes d5. Maybe that's what it is. King e6, c5. I'm still not up any material here, but I would be winning if you can't play c5. King e6, c5, takes on d5, takes on b4, king e4. Then something like h4. I'm not thrilled about that either. King g6, c5, d takes c, d4, any queens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could both queen. Just giving me a headache. Okay, let's just count how many moves it takes to make a queen. King g6, that's 1, f4, f5, f6, f7. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. He's got c5 is 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's actually queening faster than me with c5. Queening in 5 moves. King g6 takes 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes forever. So by definition, it looks like we'd have no choice there but to play king e6. Guys, we're taking 5+3 challenges. If you're alive out there. Oh, I didn't put lichess in the title. I did. Dr. Obliviate. We played once before. Is that you? Let me just do this. Damn it, it's not king e6. What the fuck? What the fuck? So you're telling me it's king takes g6? No. Okay, there's another move here. What? Wow. Wow, that is weird. There's some weird move like king f6, c5, king e5, king e4. I'm out of the box there. I'm gonna take this challenge in a minute, but this position is crazy. What the hell, dude? It's not king h6 or king e6 are my only two candidate moves. Well, I've got f4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I play f4, you know, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I go first. Then he goes and he needs 5 moves. So, okay, I can queen first. f4, c5, king g6. I don't know which pawn he's going to queen. Let's say c takes d. f5, d3, f6, d7. I mean, I queen after him. It's the only other move I can imagine. Unbelievable. Whoa. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. I forgot about en passant on like the 300. He played b5 and we all forgot about en passant. Sladgie forgets the en passant rule. Unbelievable. All right, king takes. It was in the. It was like on the board, and I forgot we could take en passant. I didn't want to take en passant anyway, because I didn't think this was clear, but I guess it is. We're clearly a move ahead. That was funny. I'm just not awake in the morning. All right. En passant rule. That's what killed me in Puzzle Streak too. Like there was some position where you had an en passant, but you didn't know that was the last move, so it ruined my like 100 game. It ruined my 100 game Puzzle Streak. Not realizing en passant is even possible. Dr. Aggravate. Alright, I'm playing 5+3. Usually I was doing only 7+3. Now we're going to speed it up a little. In the interest of practical considerations. 5+3 pro. I'm going to be a 5+3 pro. We're just not going to overthink stuff. That's all. Nothing special. We have time when we need time, but we're not going to take time unnecessarily. Play slow blitz. Blitz with increment. Let's just call it that. Not slow or fast, but let's call it blitz with increment. Shall we? C5, a little unusual. But I suppose it's okay. I expected a semi-Slav. Okay. This is probably not the best move, but whatever. Whatever. It's a position. Bishop d3 wasn't the best move there in front of the pawn. Acerbate. Acerbate's not here. I'm gonna play with hanging pawns if I can. Actually, I don't have to. I mean, I could take on d5. You know about that, right? My big thing is really like pawn dynamics and not getting symmetrical structures. I'm so sick of that kind of stuff. I want to think more consciously about playing the kind of pawn structures I want to play and not letting other people dictate to me like what kind of pawn structure the game's going to be. I think in the past I've not paid enough attention to stuff like that. Here. Yeah, now. It's always good to take, right? Whenever they play b6, you should take. Taking is possible. Always take when they play b6, huh? I think the rule should be like it's okay to take on d5 if black plays b6. Otherwise, maybe we want to refrain from it. A familiar refrain. I am so not awake yet. Knight c3. More active than other options. Yeah. Yeah, what's the plan? Well, I guess with 92 I could have plopped a knight into e5. Now it's not the same. It's a different position now. There's no knight e5 here. There will be no knight e5. There shall be no knight e5. He took. Ugly but possible. Not a pretty structure for black, but he does carve out a square for his, or squares for his knight. Is bishop e2 overrated? See, here I start tanking, using too much time. I probably could play anything there. Bishop f5. Bishop e2 is passive. I don't love it, you know. We got a follow from Killer SS2000. Was that just now? No, that was yesterday. Okay. No actions today. I also thought about giving you my light square bishop. I mean, I can do that. Even though my name is not Salaflor. Salaflor. I don't have any perfumes named after me. Dr. Abbreviate. We got another challenge from Miro. Yeah, we're going to play faster challenges on Fridays. I've unbanned myself from playing 5+3. It's the only blitz time control I'll play. Gotta love this. Tempting me to play knight f5 here. Because bishops are worth more than knights, right? That's the theme of the last two moves by me, apparently. I didn't let him take my bishop with his knight, and now I'm going after his bishop with my knight. I think it's consistent. He didn't let me take his bishop. Wow. Alright. The picture of consistency. The picture of Dorian Gray. Reminds me of Lovecraft a little bit. Alright. Anyway, we'll talk about books. No, alright, we're actually 2 minutes ahead on the clock here, so. Yeah, that's not happening. Bishop f8 is not happening. My knight will get driven back. My kingdom for a queen. My kingdom for a place to put my queen. Damn, I don't have a place for it. I mean, c2 is obvious. Are there any other options? Some disadvantages to this move. I guess there was another option in rook c2. Rook c2 is reasonable with the idea of queen a1. Kind of a classic move, actually. I might have preferred that if I had to do over again. I don't know. Putting my queen opposite his rook is a little bit sketchy. So black's looking for moves like d4. He has d4, by the way. Fortunately, he didn't do it. He should have done that. It was much stronger than the text move. The text. Can you text me? Text me the text move. Man, we're close to the line between aggression and defense is very blurred here. But I like that f4 like guards this and doesn't let him come to g5. Played queen f6 anyway. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, you missed d4. I think the d4 was good, no? It says a6 was best. Oh, on the previous move. Okay. Anyway, here, when you played knight e4, why can't you play d4? Because you're threatening bishop e4. And d3. So I need a really good move now, boys and girls. I think my original idea was to play like to play rook d1. I mean, that's out of the question. I mean, this is just a serious threat. How do I deal with that? I'm going to have to retreat my knight. There's no time though, because you're threatening d3 and you're threatening bishop e4. What the heck do I play now? Wow, I can take. Now that I seriously underestimated. Phew. Wow. They just cold-bloodedly like take it. And if you recapture, I mean, optically this looks okay for black, but I suddenly have this thing. And if knight e4, wow, I just take a pawn. Damn. That's lucky. I didn't see any of that. I didn't like my decision to play queen c2. Okay, I missed f4 on the previous move. I didn't even consider this, honestly. I was going to play like rook c2. The rook c2 is solid. Because it gives me this and this type of ideas. h5. h5 is a bit of a problem for my knight, you know, who will regret going to g3 in the future. Okay, warm up games. Only a warm up. Good morning. I saw somebody playing this yesterday and it reminded me of one of my opponents, I think it was a GM playing Bullet. One of my opponents from the World Senior used to play this, and eventually I was like convinced myself not to go into it. It's like the retarded cousin of the Alyakin. Alright, now this is a move, but knight b6 is kind of the main line. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm not sure I'm qualified to play this. Knight c3 looks like the right move. What if you played knight f3? Knight f3 wouldn't be as good. See, this didn't happen in the game I was talking about yesterday. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do, basically. Tiger Schlapp. Ah, that idea. It's almost like we're transposing. Jesus Christ. Are we transposing to a... This is transposing to a... What's his name? What's it called? Osgamov? The Osgamov? I'm really having dementia. Osgamov. What's the Alekhine guy? We're transposing. Oh, that's weird. It's like the weirdest transposition ever. Osgamov doesn't sound right. This is like Yuri Lapshin versus Shabalov, U.S. Championship 2002. That was a fun game. I've had this with Nefedov. I played it in the Czech Open once, like a million years ago, and lost to some 2200. But Nefedov has a special move there. You're playing the... Wait, you're playing the Lapshin variation, right? The Lapshin variation is not a problem, although I think I did lose this position. Shama, it's not Lapshin variation, I'm just kidding, but that's the last time I saw someone play this. You don't see it every day. Agzamov, I'm like pronouncing his name wrong. I said Asgamov. It's Agzamov. The famous early Alekhine theorist who was like definitely a massive influence on the Latvian school of Alekhine. Did you guys know that Alekhine was actually from Latvia? No, what am I talking about? Nimzovich was from Latvia. Never mind, I'm making shit up now. Nimzovich was from Latvia, and Nimzovich played the Latvian. No. I'm just testing you to see what you guys know. Nimzovich was from Latvia, but Alekhine played the Alekhine. Nimzovich played the Alekhine, and he was Latvian. But he didn't play it much. You'd think Nimzovich would love the Alekhine. Would have loved it. Come on, Mira, we're just in... This is like... main line. There's a better line for white that you... Nefedov knows that you don't know. Black has a good game. I'm getting the bleep out of here. Should it really matter? I mean, do I want to allow Bishop A3? See, now I'm out of book. I don't know this, what I'm supposed to do. I'm to castle. There's a crazy idea, huh? Doesn't seem right, though. I'm afraid of bishop a3. Maybe white has enough compensation for his shitty structure. But I don't know. Don't overthink it. Damn it. That's fine. Now I have no qualms. Where's Quam? Queen e4. That's a great idea, man. Just put your queen on another square where it gets attacked. But what choices do I really have? Every square I can go to will be attacked by something. It's like a joke. Literally. Literally every square. Queen c6, knight d4. Though maybe that's not a problem. White is really well mobilized here. Damn. Don't want to fix your pawn structure. My queen's running out of squares. Son of a bitch. Wah, wah, wah. You don't say. Well, that's awkward. Yes, it's a beautiful combination you got there. I've already seen it, analyzed it to the end, and decided not to allow it. So sorry about that. I'm so sorry you're not going to be able to play rook takes f7, crushing me into a million pieces. You know, it hurts me almost as much as it hurts you to disallow rook takes f7. Hey, I am Sladgie. What's up, G-Souths? Another challenge stream. Fine. G-Souths has become the master of thinking out loud. So sorry about that, not allowing the crushing tactic thing. What? Oh my god. Check, take your bishop. How does that work? It's early in the morning in Alaska. I'm gonna hope this is good. I don't know, man. I mean, I am up a piece. That was a beautiful sacrifice. Rook takes c6, rook f7, king f7, rook check, and then I'm just fried. Check this out, guys. This tactic he has. So f6 is forced. It's such a beautiful shot. You know he saw it. Like, rook takes f7. I would have to play, like, well, there is no move. Queen e5, this is the best part. Rook e7, and there's no defense. You know, anyone who can't calculate, who's like a structure Nazi, would have, like, lost in 2 moves there. Obviously, my plan was to take the other way. What did I do wrong? I definitely did something wrong here. Shabalov and Burn. Okay. So, you're supposed to play queen e5 check, queen d7. So no one's ever played queen b3 before. Novelty. And I thought, oh, everything's fine, but it's not so simple. You actually should play bishop a3 right away. A novel approach, but see, this is my dilemma. If I let you play c4, I lose my light square blockade. But I was afraid of my king getting trapped in the center. So I figured you would do this. Yeah, exactly. Sack a pawn. This was critical, I guess. But I didn't know what to do now. I can take the pawn, I guess. I mean, take the pawn. Do the roar! I don't really have worse position, but you have compensation for the pawn you're down. I saw a funny game yesterday where I think the guy played knight f3 here, and then black played c5. And then it was like d5, d6. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I mean, it's obviously not good for black, but it's not that bad. Anyway, I just thought I'd try it for fun. You know what I don't understand is, like, why... Well, maybe c5 is just not the best move after knight f3 then. You're not supposed to play c5. Where's my girl? There's so many games on in the database, in the Opening Explorer. I think she always plays d5. Alright, whatever. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Thanks to 50 for donating 50 yesterday. Goiju donated 50 yesterday. He accidentally typed in 50 as his name. We're like, 50 donated 50. Alright, let's play another French defense. I don't know why I want to play the French defense suddenly. Why did I want to play the French defense? I really have no idea. Oh yeah. Alright, I remember why. I had this really cool game yesterday. I played in a French. It was sick. Beginner anonymous game, but it was just really nice. This line, in fact, good morning. All right, I want to see some viewers out there. We're playing 5+3. Sladgie plays Blitz. That's exactly what my opponent did yesterday. Do you know that? Can you imagine? So I had two different games yesterday. One I played c5, and the other one I played b6, and both are interesting. c5 is likely to transpose to normal types of positions. I'm just using a slightly weird move order with the early knight e7, but I find it confuses people. I got this idea from, I can't remember his name, player I was briefly working with here on lichess. He's pretty strong though, like 2300-ish. Lichess 2300. And now, oh yeah, wait, can I play that? No, I mean the game I played, like white did something weird. The game I'm thinking of, white did something weird. He delayed d4. This is different. But I was wondering, like, what happens if you put your other knight, just for fun, we put our other knight on c6. Some interesting point to this. Probably not good though, and I have one idea as to why. Question is, how bad is it? That's the real question. How bad is it? It's just eccentric. Is there any real purpose to this? Well, I was thinking, like, maybe I could still play for bishop a6, which I could never do in a conventional position. Like b6, idea bishop a6. So white can take on c5, but I mean, do you want to do that, like giving me bishop takes with one move? I'm not sure. Yeah, you have like takes, bishop takes b4, Pillsbury Lasker. Maybe that's why I wanted to start playing the French, because I saw this Pillsbury Lasker game. Pillsbury crushed him with white, but still. Made me think about the French defense. Right, okay, b6. It seems slow. I'm not loving it. But I need, I'm trying to justify this crap somehow. Oh my god, he's winning a piece with queen a4. He forks me. Fork you! No, I'm just kidding. He's out of time. Now I've got you guys like addicted to 7+5. That's funny. Now what do I do? I could close the queen side. Doesn't seem right. I'm not well developed enough for this action. A little more development, please. c4, b3. Damn. Queen c8 with the idea of queen a6. Go with your intuition. Right? Where's Astrobate? There he is. Just made me think of you. I do have psychic powers. Do you want to know something crazy that happened? I talked about that I have a very like low psychic power. Listen to this shit. So the other day, I was in the post office, the main post office near where I live. It's this really big building. And there was this guy, he was dressed kind of like a Westerner, and he was African American, I supposed. You know, he could have been Nigerian. He was black, but the way he was dressed, I was almost 100% sure he was like American. And he didn't know how to operate the ticket machine that like gives you like, you know, a number. And before he even opened his mouth, I was waiting for this like, you know, typical American accent to come out, and sure enough, it did. So I helped him. I'm like, yeah, I speak English. I'll show you where to go. He went upstairs to the letter place, whatever. Okay. So then, like 2 days later, I'm walking to the supermarket, and there's this other black guy who looked a little bit like him. And the same thing, like dressed like a Western style, not like he's from Africa or something. And because there's a lot of Nigerians and African guys here. But the weirdest thing was, when I saw this other guy, it made me think of the guy from the post office, because there's not that many black people in Hungary. It's just not that common, like in the States. And it was the weirdest thing. Like, I literally thought, I had this like flashback and thought about the guy from the post office. And then I walked inside the Aldi, and there he was. Like, I mean, dude, explain to me how that's possible without it being some sort of psychic powers. It's just a coincidence. I know, it's just a coincidence. I literally thought about the guy, and we're talking about like, it's like a mile away in a different place. This just random person, and he just shows up. Like, right there, in that moment, he was walking out of the Aldi. That's just freaking me out, man. Why am I so psychic? This helps me, and my psychic powers helps me to predict Hayes Mira's moves better and better. I'm getting better at predicting the random chaos. Asteroid Morning. G Souths, what happened to your challenge? You're like, oh, okay, let's play. Another challenge stream, fine, now he's gone. Learning chess. Must master the tactics, sir. Sire. French defense is boring. Okay, no more French defense. Now you're talking. I don't know if this is good, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to regret it. Bishop g5. You know what I do if he does bishop g5, right? Take a big guess. Take a deep breath. But I do think I'm a natural born French defense player. Psychic for sure. The guy was there. It was insane. I thought about him and he appeared. You can't tell me that's pure coincidence. No, I don't like that you're eyeing up my pawn like that. Can you not? So deep. Bishop d2. Oh my god, what did I do? Alright. Damn, dude. Seriously? Holy shit. I guess we found learning chess's strength here. Shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle my duffel. Where are you going, sire? Rishi Bhaskaran. No, sorry, bro. We don't do that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was weird. He had 2 challenges, 3-0 and 5+3. Where the heck is G South? He left. He left to troll another stream. Where are the viewers? Come on, 5+3. Fast and furious. This is very fast and very furious. How's my chess game looking? Plus 0.6. White's better in the final position. White's better. Wait a minute. He's down a pawn with a bad bishop and he's better? Did I miss a tactic or something? Wait, are you kidding me? He's better here? Wow, that's insane. So he has something concrete, though. He has something concrete. He's gonna pick my pawn off? Very good. Wow, 14 CPL for learning chess. Nothing suspicious there. Alright, Berlonich is challenging the wrong time control. It's gotta be 5+3. I'm too slow for anything else. Please don't play the Ross Limo. Basking Shark. I was surprised to see some games played here by some strong players, but usually not knight c3. Mostly they were like bishop d3 type of stuff. No, I guess they did knight c3. There's like Andreikin and another guy. This is kind of a computer thing. They're more and more willing to take on c6 or c3 with reverse colors than traditionally people would. I think people are like sort of imitating the computer. If the computer's willing to do it, they're willing to do it. Rishi Bhaskaran, 22, 22, 20, 22. So, alright, I gotta be careful. White's position is, it's usually a no-no to play knight takes c6, but this looks like it transposes to a Sozin. What's up with that? I think I just transposed to the Sozin. What the heck? Isn't this like a standard Benko variation now? Yurmo. I remember watching Yurmo play this black against Larry. You missed that. But that weird French defense I played was okay. I like this knight a7 move. Bishop b3. What's the idea of that move? Is it like... Okay, your bishop's unprotected. It covers b2. Yeah, mainly it covers b2. Okay. It's just a way of protecting b2. There's nothing I can ever do along the b file. It's sometimes on the king side with bishop g3. Yeah, this is probably like a position that's been reached. Though I really don't have a clue about the theory of this. I would think rook b8 in some lines. It's a little dangerous to play rook b8 because I can get skewered on this diagonal. But I need some sort of activity. Yeah, he's like an expert. Also, I mean, the truth is I should probably play e5 at some point. I don't give a shit about this truth stuff. What are we doing? All right. Truth serum. But maybe e5 is not so safe. Learning chess. a7 pawn. Very little to do with this position. I think the biggest problem with chess players in general is like being materialistic. People are just way too obsessed with material. So if I castle then g4, it's certainly an interesting possibility. He's playing really confident chess. All right. Seriously, I'm not going to look at that. No, you can't be 2200 blitz and be 1100 FIDE. I don't want to hear how you're 1100 FIDE. Don't put that in the chat, please. I'll have to ban you for that. It's not my fault that all the players in India are underrated by 1,000 points, you know. You're not 1,000 FIDE. Give me a break, man. You're playing like a master. It's like absurd. The FIDE rating system is utterly broken. Why is this guy playing like a computer, you know? Don't remind me that your rating is 1100 while crushing me using no time and shit. That's just annoying. You don't need to improve. You're better than me already. What a joke. He's playing exactly like a computer. Then we get the odd players who they basically want to like impress you, so they like use an engine or something. I mean, this guy's 2200 blitz, so there is something weird about his ratings though. It's very strange to be 2200 2200 Blitz and 2097 Rapid, almost everyone is about 150 to 200 points higher in Rapid than Blitz. That is a very strange disparity. If he's 2200 Blitz, he should be over 2300 in Rapid. But anybody who tells me that they're 1100 FIDE and they're 2200 is getting like banned or like blocked. No, I don't want to hear about your rating being 1100. No way. Well, we answered your question. Number 1 is materialistic. Don't be materialistic. Number 2 is tactics. And you're all set. And stop playing for time. You know, like, this is the fastest time control I'll play. Period. But I told during chess before, like, why are you thinking about the a7 pawn? You know, like, you're missing the entire point of chess if you're focused on that. That's like, that is an 1100 thing to do. But my problem is more about the philosophy of it rather than the miscalculation. You know, it's okay to miscalculate and make mistakes. What's not okay is like thinking like an 1100, where material is the most important thing. So we've answered all your questions. What do you need to improve? Improve tactically? Stop playing so fast? And throw material out the window. Stop placing material on a high pedestal. It's really like not one of the most important principles compared to the other ones like king safety, control the center, coordination. Obviously it's important to some degree, but not as much as people think it is. Alright, now b5 is a pseudo threat. Yeah, I mean, you get this guy completely figured out. And that's also figuring out why he's so low in rapid compared to blitz, because all he's about is like playing fast and flagging people and stuff. He's down 3 pieces for a rook. Ciao sono. He had rook takes c6 there, but it probably wasn't good enough. If I had played bishop b7, that's why I played bishop a8, I think. My queen gives me lateral defense there, which is really important. Hey, where's my rook? Have you seen my rook? And please don't forget the difference between increment and non-increment time controls. You cannot play increment situations the same as but I do feel as if people have been lied to, by the strong players. Like bullet is the way to get good at chess and stuff like that. The fast chess is essential, and it's not true. It's just an addiction and more fun, but if you really want to get good at chess, you need to master like slow chess and then get faster slowly. Priority should be on playing well first and then fast second. Not fast first and well second. This guy is like, see? Alright. Yeah, your answers are all there. How many players do we have here? Three challenges. All I ask is that everybody has an established rating of like 100 games to play them. I don't like to play the provisional players who don't have any games. You're Berlonich. It's like Berloni. Alright. I'm psychic. Oh, I've had black almost every game today, haven't I? It's one of those black streaks. This is the first stream I played Blitz in like a year. Trying to get myself away from Blitz. But I think I went too far. 5+3 is okay. It really is. That's a new one. Lichess is rigged. Poker stars. Okay. I always play Queen A4 check. Usually against the Rogozin, thanks to Dr. Karoy Tibor. He's not really a doctor, he's just a chess trainer, but Tibor got me on this Queen A4 thing. Okay, everyone, a lot of people play it. I had a couple games against 2600s. Well, one of them was anyway. 2 draws. I was winning against Burkic and I let him draw. I was lucky in that game though, honestly. I was messing it up and then he went berserk and had lost position. Queen E7. Okay, this is a typical maneuver for the knight, so I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna help you go on your merry way there. Black has a major disadvantage based on the fact that he doesn't have a dark square bishop here. By the way, bishop takes e3 check is a terrible move. You don't want to give up your good bishop voluntarily for no reason. You got to think about it when you play bishop b4 in the Imzo or the Rogozin like this. It's basically it's not a total bluff. It's kind of a semi bluff. You're willing to give it up, but you don't really want to give it up. You give it up if you have to, or the right situation arises. But you're not going to play bishop takes c3 unprovoked. That's a really, really bad. You're exchanging your bishop on bad terms, essentially. Maybe I should just trade on e7. But c4 looks okay. I was looking at queen e4, but I just attack his queen with bishop d3. See, one of the problems with this type of situation, like you think, oh, you know, it's a Nimzo, I doubled your pawns, but wait a minute. Wait, what doubled pawns? There are no doubled pawns. Black playing pretty resourcefully, though. You get up your bishop, but you don't have, you know, you haven't inflicted doubled pawns on me. So you really don't have any compensation for the fact that I have a bishop pair. And my bishop's okay. I admit it's not great. Like, once you move your rook, you know, my bishop doesn't really do anything. But I mean, if I have to choose, I think that white has a pretty good advantage here. That could get undermined. Knight e5 could get undermined. Alright, I'm done with that file. I'm done with the B file. B file, there's nothing there. Okay, so white's slightly better. But I think you've defended pretty well for someone who's 1500 and played the inferior move in the opening with bishop takes c3. Okay, there is some stuff here. But white also has to be careful because my king is in the middle of the board. It's an endgame. You don't want to castle automatically. Now this looks like a blunder. But I'm not sure actually. I mean, what do? I go takes, bishop a6. Then I'm going to castle. But I don't have a crushing move here. Knight e5 is decent. Decent, but not great. Is black threatening b5 now? Can't say I love that idea. Wow. Castle's b5, bishop c5. My bishop's almost trapped on a6. That's pretty upsetting. But castle's b5, e4. Castle's b5, bishop c5. I'll take my chances. I'll play bishop c5. You can't trap my bishop. But I'm going to have to be careful here. It may involve playing a4 to lever my bishop out at some point. Obviously this is a major thing. If I play a4, you know, that pawn will drop. The guy's also fast. Fast and strong for 1500. He's as strong as the last guy. In a certain way. You know, that's my problem, man. I just can't even, like, I can't even identify, like, people very easily. The difference between a master and a 1200. It's getting harder and harder to tell. You know, if people have, like, really good skills and then they also have, like, massive holes in their game. It never used to be that extreme. Holy moly. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, my bishop's done. There. We're done there. b5 was positionally ugly, but tactically a nice try. Guys, 17 viewers. Please support our trip to the World Senior coming up in October. I'll be going to Italy to try to become the world champion. 50 plus. In it to win it, guys. I'm not afraid. 95 look interesting? No, no, no. What? No, he just takes it twice. Oh, before I had it in several positions. But my instinct was that it would end up being a liability. Now I have knight g5, very strong. If you have to play knight h8, situation is not looking good. I'm not afraid of Michael Adams. Thanks, Turkey Farm. There's no single move that can be considered epic. Legendary, maybe, but not epic. I can win a pawn, giving up my bishop to do so. Knight takes. Knight takes is good too. But I like the two bishops versus two knights here. A bad structure for the two knights. Very open. His pawns are weak. But this wins the bishop pair and the pawn. Because of bishop a6. That theme again. Knight a8 is always epic. Knight h8 is epic. Emery Tate said it was triple exclam. Knight h8. Knight a8. My only tournament game with Emery. He didn't have that many draws. We agreed to a draw. I offered him a draw and he took it. Actually, I can't remember. Maybe he offered me a draw. I can't remember. I don't think the knight is great there. You still got the b5 theme. But rook c1, b5, rook c7, rook b6, rook a7. I mean, there's nothing here. I could even play b5, rook b1 and just win a pawn. This is over. This is an ugly position. I'm also having weird hallucinations. What's going on with that? You know, what Black didn't play a great game, but you know, at some point your position was almost not that bad. Let's say here. Bishop a4, I didn't see this idea. Doesn't seem like I really missed anything, you know, like what am I going to do? Well, there's one game where this happened, a 2200. Oh, back in those days, everyone was 2200. It was 1978 and they were provisional. Okay. Alright. So we got second round. The minimum rating in 1978 was 2200. So these guys could have been anything, basically. It was probably a game in the Olympics, and they assigned 2200 ratings to unrateds. It sounds like a game in the Olympics. You got a Hispanic and an Arab player playing against each other in 1978. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's not good to play bishop takes c3. Timofeyev. I prefer to play new players rather than the same players again. If I can. Not repeat, giving other people a chance to play. So I'm not gonna take the re-challenges unless the rematches, unless there's no other option. Tina Fey. Welcome back, Captain Obvious. Alright, yeah, the Berlin defense. Well, I was looking at an old game in this. Pillsbury faced the Berlin defense, and Black played knight takes c4, but then the game got all weird. I'm just going to play d3. That's my latest thing. I'm analyzing Pillsbury's games. Bishop e4 check. Probably not great. It's a tempo. Now you're down a tempo in a classical Spanish where, you'd think like I could grab that pawn now. Speaking of materialism. But it's a big tempo, man. I mean, bishop takes c6, unprovoked, giving up my bishop. Takes on d5. Let's be principled. I'm going to take the pawn. I know there's some risk involved in this, and I've talked about not being materialistic, but it's a central pawn. Like, this isn't just any pawn. It's his most important pawn on the board. You know what I mean? We've got to draw a distinction between being materialistic, grabbing pawns in general, and, taking the pawn on e5 because he lost the tempo and it's a central pawn. Offering a second pawn with knight takes c6. Obviously, Black's game seems unsound. Oh no, he's just not in this. Okay, Black's lost. Knight takes d8, bishop takes d1, king d1. And we're just up 2 pawns and an ending. I might have had better, but it's good enough. I don't mind getting the queens off the board here. And I think you should keep it simple when you're winning. This is terrible. That's not a happy development. But okay. You may feel this pinching a little. You might feel a slight pinch. Yeah, Black's just 2 pawns down. 2 pawns down for Nula. In Hungarian we say nula. Nula compensatio. Madurul. Nula compensatio. No compensation. A spirited try. Static pawn structures. I mean, Black has a fighting spirit, but this position is too far gone. Three pawns. Here I am telling people not to be materialistic, and I'm counting how many pawns I'm up. But it's really exaggerated. How much compensation can you get? And there's a little something here. That's a huge mistake. Now your only chance would be like get your rook to the e file ASAP. F5 is a good move, but there's no time for that now. It's a good move in general, but you didn't have time for it. Controlling e4 is good, but it's too slow. He has the e file. I can cover it. A spirited defense. Colluded. Confident. When confident, when down material. Confident when losing. I think it's a sign of someone who plays a lot of weaker players. If you were playing strong players on a regular basis, you would like have resigned already. Basically. It's not good to constantly play higher rated players, and it's not good to constantly play weaker players. They have the opposite effect. One makes you like too afraid, and the other one makes you like too confident. It's important to play a mix of opponents, I think, with a leaning toward the stronger side. Four connected past pawns. Yeah, he's too fast, and ooh, that's a mouse slip. I don't mind giving takebacks for obvious mouse slips, although I think that black should just resign here. I understand. You think he would at least play rook e1 though, because that was his intention. That's a lot of pawns, bro. Now that's a pawn chain. I like my pawn chain. Well done. Medium. Don't forget its increment, you know, too. The nice thing about pawns is that they protect each other. I don't need pieces to protect my pawns. The pyramid scheme. Pawn mountain. I'm just having too much fun with this. It's not every day I get like 4 connected past pawns. His counterplay on the other side is a little bit lacking. He's slacking. Now I could make 6 queens, right? Maybe not. Oh. For the sake of the other players, I'm going to let this game reach its natural conclusion. I'm not going to torture him anymore. Only play for fun. Responge. That was close. Responge. No. What am I going to do? Oh, B3? I was playing some B3. Everybody's playing B3 lately. The Yabava Nakamura Adiban attack. Copycat. Dude, come on with the copycat. That's just annoying. Why do you have to do that just to be annoying, dude? Seriously? Why do you want so much attention? Thank you for not copying my third move. The symmetrical. Nobody likes a copycat, Repunch. If you have to resort to a pawn promotion, you don't know chess. That's the dumbest quote I ever heard, dude. File that under the worst chess quotes ever spoken from G Souths. Honestly, you watch my stream and you say crap like that, that's unbelievable. But I didn't promote, I mated him. You're not talking about me, you're talking in general, but still I hate that quote. You could say something about it, but you don't know chess. I mean, pawns are the soul of chess. Astrobai's biggest problem was that he didn't promote a pawn for the first 5 years of his chess career. And I don't think that's a good sign, you know. If you've never promoted a pawn in 5 years, chances are you don't understand something about the game. I mean, it's one thing if you never checkmate and you're constantly promoting pawns, then you have the opposite problem, but you should be using the pawns just as much as attack with the pieces. You misspelled Bobby Fischer, dude. That's a bad sign. The phonetic spellers of Bobby Fischer should not be posting quotes in the stream. If you don't know how to spell Bobby Fischer, you're definitely not allowed to post chess quotes. Only cool people have a CH in their name anyway. No days off. I know about that. I have half a day's off every week. Alright. So Repunj Bansal. We're playing the hedgehog with diverse colors. Looks reasonable to me. Why is he frozen? He's typing the chat in? But you guys didn't see when I started the stream, I did this puzzle. And we were in the puzzle and then it made a move where I could take en passant and I paused because I wasn't sure what the move was, and then I basically thought for a minute and then forgot. Left it on the board for a long time. I totally dismissed and forgot the fact that I could take en passant, and that was the solution. And I was talking about how that killed me in the puzzle streak as well. I literally forgot I could take en passant. I forgot it was even possible. If you guys want to, you can like scroll back to the beginning of the stream and watch. It was ridiculous. I guessed 2 different candidate moves completely wrong because I just literally forgot it was even possible to do en passant. It's basically a standard hedgehog with reverse colors. Very standardized hedgehog test. I've probably played this position a billion times with black. They like to do a certain maneuver, they being the people playing against the hedgehog. I have a really good score playing the black side of the hedgehog. I'm not sure if I've ever lost with it. It's such a good opening. I did lose once, yeah, I mentioned that, alright. Yeah, I lost once, but it wasn't against the strongest player. It was like a 2300. One time I lost. But I have a good score overall, very good. I think hedgehog is extremely hard to play against. Any day of the week, I would rather play the hedgehog than against it, especially in a fast time control. Rapid or blitz, forget about it. It's not even a question. If I'm soft, yeah, you hate closed positions. I don't hate closed positions, but I do hate them in blitz. Closed positions require time, strategic thought, which is much more difficult than tactical calculation. It's much more intricate, you know. Tactics is like brute force, boom, 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 calculation of forcing moves. You know, it's not nearly as difficult as strategic thinking, which is extremely open-ended. There's practically no limit to the amount of strategic thinking you can do. Tactics is finite, you know. So open positions in a way where the tactics dominate are easier. Obviously. Okay, so standard hedgehog. I mean, e5 is considered by people, I think, to be a riskier way to play. What most players do is something like Udasin did against me, knight g4. I've had a number of games with strong players, Fanchi, Imre, Udasin, Schieberspieler played like that against me online. I mean, they'll typically play knight g4 and then trade the bishops and then take the knight through e5. The knight goes through e5 using the e5 square to attack d3. It's a much safer way to play, not involving making any like unnecessary pawn moves. Okay, knight h5 is just totally bizarro. That is a bizarre move. I can't tell you guys how much I love it when people outside slam their goddamn car doors. So if you're parking in the city and you park next to a building where, there's a lot of residents and stuff, please stop to think about the poor people that, you're slamming your car door. There's someone who lives in that building and it's just annoying. There's no need for slamming your car door. And plus you're damaging your own car. Like, why are you doing that? Hold on a second here. What? A bishop c4? Oh my god. Maybe, ideally I should play pawn takes e5, but he seems to be able to actually recapture there. Pawn takes c5. There's also bishop c4. Pick a square, any square. I don't mind getting off that diagonal, man. I'll tell you right now. Okay, I have knight g5. I mean, knight g5 might be winning on the spot. Damn, that's a tough move to meet, man. But maybe he does have a defense there. Knight g5, rook f8, only move. It still doesn't look good for black. But maybe I ought to play something else. Just takes on e5. I think this is more disruptive. Knight g5 leaves my other knight unprotected. Yeah, I bailed on that idea, turkey farm, ultimately. The classic hedgehog. Hog hedge. Hedgewood. What am I doing? We're back! Here's Johnny. He resigned. Timed out. No, I don't know if this is even the best move. No, you have to play queen e7. The question is, what do I do? I mean, knight h5 is a bad idea. Wow, he was better here. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess it's a normal hedgehog evaluation. I don't know. Hard to believe black's really better. Spiridonov, Waldemir Schmidt, 1981. But I can't expect to play the hedgehog with white and be better. I just didn't think I would be worse. This is like standard. E5. So rook fe1 is more passive. The computer likes just doing this first. Man, Wikevich with black. Queen e6. That's a weird move, but I've seen it. Yeah. Here. My old friend. Rest in peace, my friend. I only play for fun. I never play for fun. What do we want to do? Morning, Nedog. How are things in sunny Alston? How's the moving business treating you? Alright, so supposedly this is what black's supposed to do. But I've never played this line. The Norwegian rat. That was me. I was that guy who loved the resonance, the car door slamming. You love slamming your car door? It can't be good for the car. I mean, I guess it depends. If it's like a cheap ass car, then it's worse because it's probably like more likely to like damage it. But I guess if you have like a Ford F-150 or whatever, it'll hold up. It's something that like I guess truck guys do more than anything. It's the tough guy truck, pickup truck drivers tend to slam their car doors. Nobody like who has like a Tesla is gonna slam their door, right? Dude, it hit 103 Fahrenheit yesterday. Oh shit. How about the big hurricane forming in the Atlantic? Where is that going to make landfall? Any word on that? 103. I didn't see that. I didn't see there was such a heat wave on the East Coast. That's crazy, dude. Is that like a record? I mean, September would get hot, but 103. I don't remember it being that hot, like the first week of September. I could see like high 90s. Is 103 in Boston in September 7th like a record? Definitely 90s. That seems excessive. I didn't see anything in the news about like an East Coast heat wave. It seems like it's just standard now though. So we're transposing to Alyachin. H4. He's got Las Vegas weather in Boston, but it's way more humid. Oh no, I saw that, but they said it was like 95 at the US Open. I know, like, was this Zverev? Said somebody's gonna die. Who was it that said that? Not Zverev. One of the players said that somebody's gonna die. But I mean, they claimed 95 at the US Open. Apparently AI is responsible for all the weird shit that G South says. Did anyone die? Well, there's kind of a difference between 95 and 103, but I don't know, man. Yeah, with climate change, maybe they have to reschedule the US Open for later in the year or something. I guess I have to do this. I've never really been a fan. OnlyFans. Now what? Now what the hell do I do? 95 was my first instinct. It should equalize. They can't help but want more. What does bishop f5 do? So we're going to find out. Rook A5. I'm just putting my bishop out there so it can get attacked by something. I guess I'm getting slower. This is the first game where I've really been behind on the clock. That's Sladgie. Sladgie's now #1 in India. So I only play for fun. We played just the one game so far. Very straightforward style. Don't try this at home. I have to say it's often overrated. By the way, Rook A5, Rook takes F5. I have like nowhere to go, you know? It's unbelievable. How bad can it be? Rook A5 wins by force? No. What? What is that? Who's this fun character anyway? All I want to do is undermine his center. I mean, come on now. C5 takes, bishop takes B2. Is this the Grunfeld? Funny. He's fast and good. That's always the worst opponent, right? Whoa. Suddenly everything's fine. Well, everything except for the time situation. Where's Mr. Coffee? He should be here by now. I don't necessarily want to play E5. So I only play for fun turns out to be, you know, mostly bullet, a fair amount of blitz, and almost no rapid, very little classical. So apparently the main thing for I only play for fun is the quickness. That is a novel concept. I only play for time. All right. Ha ha ha. Wow. Bro. Bro. He's seriously playing for time. Jesus Christ. I was winning completely. Why are you letting your clock run out? I only play for fun. You just like wanted to achieve a drawing position and then run out of time. That's kind of weird. He was completely lost, but I managed to mess it up. It's like he had some achievement, get to drawing position and then lose on time. So apparently I'm still winning here. It was just too tactical to find the move now. I'm sure I was winning much more easily before. I let it get like down to too few pawns. Interestingly, I was never like seriously worse in the opening. Oh no, I was. Yeah, here. C5 dubious. Yeah, what did I do wrong? How's there no games from this position? Hungarian FM versus Konopka. Wow, I still don't understand how this looks like a standard kind of Scandinavian line. What is the deal here? How is there no games, dude? That is so weird. And Kozma? Predke Carlsen. Oh, this happened in Predke Carlsen. But Bishop C4 is pretty rare. It's the best move according to the engine, though. But this has never been tested at a high level. Interesting. So I screwed up there. At some point, the simple position went downhill. I didn't know what to do. E5. I have E5? That's a radical move. How would I deal with that? What do I do? You're just going to let him take with the knight on E5? Oh my god, my dark square bishop. Yeah, it just gives up the dark square bishop. Peter Svidler style. White's even better here, according to the engine. Ugh. I don't really like that. So that was strange. Yeah, I mean, it should have been equal, obviously, but I'm getting better in this position. I have effectively an outside pass pawn, you know. I don't know where you messed up. I guess here? Around here? You could have pinned my knight, you know. Here you could have played bishop d4. I think this was an important move to play. We had you haven't played the accelerated rat recently. The accelerated rat. I thought it was the Norwegian rat. We have one more challenge. Alright, last game. Portugalia. What haven't I played recently? The 3am defense. This is obviously not good for black, but I've had okay practical results with it. Yeah, this is a sensible move. He doesn't try to refute it, he just plays knight c3. Yeah, that's definitely one of white's best options. So now I'm playing a rather odd Caro-Kann. The knight f5 Caro-Kann. But anyway, it's fun and interesting. White's better. Strong pawn on d4. Damn, he's playing like a pro. Actually, our friend Schieberspieler had a game against me that was similar to this. Bishop f4 is excellent. That's like literally the best move. Threatening bishop e5 in a lot of positions, which is really annoying. Now if he tries to play bishop c4, I have knight d6. I don't know. I had other things I've done in the past, which is like transpose to the Caro-Kann. But primarily I play pawn takes pawn there. He can also take on h6 now. I actually analyzed this a lot. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blitz games played with this opening with black, but not recently. It seems like black is almost okay now. White's playing very safely. Can I get in c5? I can't. I can't, therefore I won't. I don't see how c5 can work. And if I don't have c5, I can't equalize. If I don't have a break in the center, I can't equalize. But maybe I have e5 here, so if he tries anything crazy like h4 or something, the answer to a flank attack is to strike in the center. I mean, I've got e5 possible. This doesn't look right. That's like a London system. Okay, it's probably not bad. But I mean, the question is, do I have e5? It almost looks like it might work. But there's risk involved. Okay, so we don't have to play e5, but he's flirting with castling queenside. e5, pawn takes e5. Knight takes e5. Bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5, knight takes e5. It doesn't work, does it? Damn. Okay, let's assume he's going to castle queenside. How can I attack him? e5. Well, okay, I'm looking at stupid variations. e5, pawn takes pawn, rook e8. Castles queenside. e5, pawn takes pawn, or queen e7 is possible. Yeah, there's complications though, with g4 coming in. I don't have time for this kind of time use. a5, castles queenside, a4. I mean, we might as well. If he castles queenside, I can blast it open with a4, a3, where he has to play a3 himself. I don't know what else to do there. I mean, like the passive c6 would take away even my ability to play knight to d6. White is clearly better. I mean, most people don't handle this opening well. You know, they just don't know what to do. So they make like stupid moves. But White's played very principally. And now my hope is this diagonal, but don't know if it's realistically going to be enough. h5. Maybe it's best not to waste time with that. It's a terrible position for black. By the way, okay, my opponent 2168, 2000. He has totally logical ratings. Now I was thinking of taking with the pawn. I mean, he has g4 is not good, but h5, okay. But I've got the 4 pawns here. g4, I don't like g4. g4 like weakens this. It looks weird. I don't think he should have done that. You know, now White could have some some issues somewhere. He's like playing too all or nothing, it feels like. That's a strong looking attack, I admit. H5, bishop d5, takes, f takes, bishop takes g6, pawn takes g6, queen takes g6, bishop e4. Nothing could possibly go wrong there. But he played g5. That's totally unexpected. The minimum I can trade pieces here. c5. Now I'm not getting mated, contrary to popular belief. Maybe I am. I want to play c5. You know, but honestly, I could take with the f pawn. It hadn't really occurred to me. It's risky. You know, he has like b4, queen b3 check. My white squares are weak. All he needs to do is like triple on the h file, and I'm getting mated. This was a fearful move. I mean, opposite color bishops are sharp. He's in trouble now, but maybe not serious trouble. Minor trouble. Trouble with bubbles. I don't know, bishop takes d4 is kind of risky. I have rook c8, let's just develop. If I played bishop takes d4, I have no darks for bishop to protect my king side. He can give a piece back with bishop c4. But white really gave up his attack. Now f takes ought to be seriously considered. But again, I just don't see a really convincing reason to do that. I have flight square, h8's covered, and I'll never be exposed on this diagonal. We could see c4, bishop takes c4 in the future, so that could be important, not having this open. He's also tied down to g5. That's a huge problem here. So although the material is equal, it looks like black is clearly better. And that's the thing about opposite colored bishops. It's like white is in deep shit. Basically like close to lost here. What's this? What about bishop takes d6? Bishop takes d6. How could you? Bishop takes d6 had to be a blunder. Oh, yeah. Wait, where? No, I think he's lost now. I mean, what's he going to do? King b1 is sort of forced. He's losing his d-pawn. c3 is weak. The g-pawn is a huge liability. I just took the pressure off g5. Probably a mistake. But I should be winning. And he didn't do what I think he was going to do. Rook takes c3. Rook takes c3. That's a nice move. Now what? Yeah, thanks for the games, guys. I gotta go. Time to go. Mr. Coffee, see you a little bit later. Guys, Sunday Simul. Nice to see Dr. Trip Chance. Nedog. That was ugly. Alright, guys. Yeah, I mean, I just throw it out there once in a while. Knight c3, dubious. Oh my god, there's a game of this happened in 1981. So they played b6. Okay, this is an interesting move. b6 is an interesting move. I played g6. The engine likes g6 better. It's an improvement on theory. I've been doing this a lot. Guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday for the Simul, Classical Simul Sunday. Bye-bye.